Hold on to your seats, because if you're a UK state pensioner or know someone who is, what I'm about to reveal could mean hundreds of pounds landing in your account before the year ends. December 2025 is bringing not just one, but multiple payment opportunities that thousands of seniors are completely unaware of. We're talking about the Christmas bonus that's been a tradition for over 5 decades, winter support payments that could keep your home warm through the coldest months, and additional financial assistance that many eligible pensioners are simply not claiming. In this video, you'll have a complete roadmap to claiming potentially hundreds, even thousands of pounds in support payments specifically designed for pensioners like you. So hit that subscribe button, because this information could be the difference between a comfortable winter and a struggle to make ends meet, and I'm going to break down everything you need to know in the simplest, most actionable way possible. Welcome back to my channel, everyone. I'm absolutely thrilled to have you here today, because we're diving deep into one of the most important topics for UK seniors right now: the complete breakdown of December Christmas bonuses and winter support payments that every state pensioner needs to know about. Let's start with perhaps the most well-known yet frequently misunderstood benefit: the annual Christmas bonus that gets paid out every December to qualifying pensioners across the United Kingdom. This payment has an absolutely fascinating history that dates back to 1972, when it was first introduced by the government as a way to provide extra financial support to pensioners and benefit recipients during the festive season. Now here's something that might shock you. The Christmas bonus has remained at exactly £10 since its inception over 50 years ago, and despite numerous campaigns and petitions calling for it to be increased in line with inflation, it has stubbornly stayed at this amount. If this payment had kept pace with inflation from 1972 to today, it would now be worth approximately £150, which gives you some perspective on how much the value has diminished over the decades. Now, let's talk about the payment process itself, because understanding how and when you'll receive this money is absolutely essential for planning purposes. The Christmas bonus is typically paid automatically in the first full week of December each year, which for 2025 means you should expect to see it arrive in your account during the week beginning December 1st through December 7th. The payment will arrive in the same way that you normally receive your state pension or other qualifying benefits, whether that's through direct bank transfer, building society account, or post office card account. One of the most convenient aspects of this payment is that you absolutely do not need to make a separate claim for it. If you're already receiving a qualifying benefit, the Department for Work and Pensions will automatically process and send the Christmas bonus to you without any action required on your part. However, and this is where many pensioners encounter problems, you should always verify that the payment has actually arrived in your account, because administrative errors do occur, and it's your responsibility to follow up if the payment doesn't appear when expected. If you haven't received your Christmas bonus by mid-December, you should immediately contact the pension service or the office that handles your particular benefit to investigate why the payment hasn't been processed. There are also some important considerations regarding the Christmas bonus that many pensioners aren't aware of, and understanding these nuances could be crucial to ensuring you receive what you're entitled to. If you're living abroad but still receiving a UK state pension or other qualifying benefit, you may still be eligible for the Christmas bonus, but this depends entirely on which country you're residing in. Generally speaking, if you live in a country within the European Economic Area or a country that has a social security agreement with the United Kingdom, you should still receive the payment. However, if you've moved to a country outside these arrangements, you might not receive the Christmas bonus, and this is something you need to verify with the International Pension Center before the payment date arrives. Another crucial point concerns married couples and civil partners. Each person receives their own individual Christmas bonus based on their own qualifying benefits, which means if both you and your partner are receiving state pension or other qualifying benefits, you'll each receive £10, giving your household a total of £20. This might not sound like much, but when combined with other winter support payments we're going to discuss, it all adds up to meaningful financial assistance during the most expensive time of year. Winter fuel payment changes, pension credit, and additional winter support available. Now we need to address what has become one of the most controversial and significant changes to pensioner support in recent years, the dramatic reform to winter fuel payments that has left millions of seniors across the United Kingdom scrambling to understand their eligibility and seeking alternative sources of winter support. For decades, the winter fuel payment was a universal benefit that provided between £200 and £300 to essentially every pensioner in the country, regardless of their income level, wealth, or financial circumstances. This payment was specifically designed to help older people cope with the increased energy costs during the cold winter months. Recognizing that pensioners often need to keep their homes warmer for health reasons and typically spend more time at home than working-age adults. The payment amounts varied depending on your age and household circumstances, with those over 80 years old receiving a higher amount than those between state pension age and 79, and with further adjustments if you lived alone versus sharing a household with another pensioner. The government's justification for this change centered around fiscal responsibility and targeting support to those in greatest need, but critics have argued vociferously that the cutoff point is far too harsh and leaves countless vulnerable seniors in a precarious financial position during the winter months. So let's be absolutely clear about who now qualifies for the winter fuel payment under these new rules. You must be receiving pension credit, or in some cases, certain other qualifying benefits, such as income-based job seekers allowance, income-related employment and support allowance, or income support. The payment amounts remain at £200 for most eligible households, or £300 if someone in the household is over 80 years old. But the pool of recipients has shrunk dramatically from approximately 11 million pensioners down to approximately 1.5 million pensioners who receive pension credit. This brings us to absolutely the most critical piece of information I can share with you today. Pension credit is massively underclaimed in the United Kingdom, with government estimates suggesting that approximately 800,000 eligible pensioners are simply not claiming this benefit, which means they're missing out not only on the pension credit itself, but also on the winter fuel payment, free TV licenses for over 75s, and numerous other benefits that use pension credit as a gateway qualification. If you're over state pension age and your weekly income is below certain thresholds, currently £173.60 for single people or £265.20 for couples, you absolutely must check your eligibility for pension credit because you could be entitled to additional money every single week, not just as a one-time winter payment. Pension credit comes in two parts. First, let's discuss the Warm Home Discount Scheme, which provides a one-time payment of £150 towards your electricity bill during the winter months. This scheme has specific eligibility criteria that have changed in recent years, and it now operates through two different routes. The core group, which includes people receiving the guarantee credit element of pension credit, and the broader group, which includes people on certain means-tested benefits whose energy costs are high compared to their income. The beauty of the Warm Home Discount is that it's applied directly to your electricity account, usually between October and March, reducing your bill by £150 automatically. This scheme works completely differently from the other support payments we've discussed because it's triggered automatically by temperature readings in your local area. Here's how it works. If the average temperature in your area is recorded as 0 degrees Celsius or below for 7 consecutive days, or is forecast to be 0 degrees or below for 7 consecutive days, a cold weather payment of £25 is triggered automatically. Every major energy supplier in the United Kingdom operates what's called a Priority Services Register, which is a free service designed specifically for people who need extra help or support, including anyone of state pension age, anyone with a disability or long-term medical condition, anyone who is deaf or hard of hearing, or anyone who has young children. Being on the Priority Services Register doesn't cost anything and doesn't affect your energy bills, but it can provide you with crucial protections and additional services, such as advance notice of planned power cuts, priority reconnection if your power goes off, free meter readings, If you have difficulty reading your own meter, password protection from bogus callers, and bills in accessible formats such as large print or braille. Beyond the priority services register, virtually every energy company also operates one or more charitable trust funds that provide crisis grants to customers who are in genuine financial hardship and struggling to pay their energy bills. These trusts have distributed tens of millions of pounds to struggling customers over the years, and yet awareness of their existence remains surprisingly low among the very people who need them most. The British Gas Energy Trust, Eon Energy Fund, Scottish Power Hardship Fund, and similar schemes from other providers can offer grants typically ranging from a few £100 up to several £1,000 in exceptional circumstances, and crucially, these grants do not need to be repaid. They're genuine one-time financial assistance to help you get back on your feet. The application process usually requires you to demonstrate that you're in financial difficulty, that you've explored other sources of support, and that you genuinely cannot afford your energy bills despite your best efforts. Local councils across the United Kingdom also provide various forms of winter support and assistance to pensioners, and this is an area where the provision varies enormously depending on where you live, meaning you absolutely must check what's available in your specific local authority area. Many councils operate local welfare assistance schemes that can provide emergency financial help with heating costs, food, or other essential items if you're in a crisis situation. These schemes have different names in different areas. They might be called the Local Welfare Provision, Local Assistance Scheme, Welfare Assistance Fund, or similar variations. But the principle is the same, providing emergency support to residents who are in genuine need. Many housing associations have dedicated welfare rights officers or money advice services that can help you identify every single benefit you're entitled to, assist with application processes, and even represent you in appeals if a claim has been rejected. They may also operate their own hardship funds or be able to provide interest-free loans for essential items like replacing broken heating systems, purchasing warm clothing, or covering other unexpected costs. Some housing associations run tenant support programs that include benefits workshops, energy efficiency advice, and even direct financial assistance with fuel costs during winter months. If you're a housing association tenant and you're struggling financially, I cannot emphasize enough how important it is to contact your landlord's support services, because they have both a vested interest in your well-being and often have resources available that can make a substantial difference to your situation. Charitable organizations and advice services across the United Kingdom provide absolutely invaluable support to pensioners navigating the complex benefits system and seeking to maximize their income. Age UK, which is probably the most well-known charity working with older people, operates a free advice line where you can get information about benefits, support services, and winter assistance. Their number is 0800 678 1602, and they have trained advisors who understand the specific challenges facing pensioners. Citizens Advice provides free, confidential, and impartial advice on a huge range of issues, including benefits, debt, housing, and consumer rights, and they can help you check your benefit entitlements, complete application forms, and challenge decisions if you believe you've been unfairly refused support. First and foremost, if you haven't already done so, you need to conduct a comprehensive benefits check to ensure you're receiving absolutely everything you're entitled to. Use the online benefits calculators available through Turn2Use, entitled2.co.uk, or Policy and Practice to input your circumstances and see what you should be claiming. Pay particular attention to pension credit because, as we've discussed, this acts as a gateway to numerous other benefits and support payments, and it's dramatically underclaimed. If the calculator suggests you might be eligible for pension credit or any other benefit you're not currently receiving, don't delay. Make that application immediately, because most benefits can only be backdated for a limited period, meaning every week you delay is money lost forever. When you're making applications, keep copies of absolutely everything. Every form you submit, every phone call you make with notes about who you spoke to and what was discussed, every letter you receive. Because if anything goes wrong or you need to challenge a decision, this documentation will be invaluable. Second, contact your energy supplier and ensure you're on the Priority Services Register, that you understand what support they offer through their charitable trust funds, and that you're on the most appropriate tariff for your usage patterns. Many pensioners remain on expensive standard variable tariffs because they're nervous about switching or don't understand how to compare deals. But energy suppliers are now required to ensure customers are on the most appropriate tariff for their circumstances, so contact them directly and ask them to review your account. If you're receiving pension credit, you should have applied for your free TV license if you're over 75, and you should be entitled to various other benefits like help with NHS dental treatment, sight tests, glasses and contact lenses, and NHS travel costs. These aren't cash payments, but they represent genuine savings that free up your limited income for other essential costs like heating and food. Similarly, check whether you're eligible for council tax reduction from your local council, which can reduce your council tax bill by up to 100% if you're on a low income. This could save you hundreds or even thousands of pounds per year that can instead go toward keeping your home warm and comfortable. Finally, and perhaps most importantly, take steps now to improve your home's energy efficiency so that every pound you spend on heating goes further and keeps you warmer. Winter support for UK pensioners can be confusing, but help is available and you should never feel guilty about claiming what you're entitled to. The £10 Christmas bonus is paid automatically, and although the winter fuel payment is now mainly for those on pension credit, many other support options still exist. Do a benefits check, contact your energy supplier, look into your council's winter help, reach out to charities like Age UK, and improve your home's energy efficiency. Just take it one step at a time. You deserve a warm and secure winter. Thank you for watching this video, and please like, share, and subscribe to my channel.